last time on the Thracia punishment?
Nothing fucking happened. My daddy said that I couldn't make fun of this game anymore, so now I have to play it seriously like a tryhard.
Welcome to Chapter 4, when the game stops being fun!
Our bitch ass is in jail. Wow. Why? Because fat ass pulled out a girl with a skirt, so therefore we had to put our swords down. Though to be honest, we probably couldn't have beaten his ass right then and there because, you know, early Fire Emblem. Logic dictates that you need a special fucking sword to damage some fat guy's armor. It's looking like life in our son's family's home wasn't as great as we thought if we have fucking women and shit on the ground. Some of them are fucking grandmas. Now that's a great finish. Isn't that right, Bone? Badass could just kill Leaf right now and end the majority of his problems, but why the fuck would we do that when we could just grab not Bridget for a lovely trip to the arena? After all, he has our 2 prizes that we've been looking for this entire shit game up to this point. And he's been keeping them quite comfortable. And he won't do anything to them at all. I promise. It's so foreshadowed. So while fat ass takes a trip to the fucking stadium that's somehow upstairs and shit, he leaves a nobody to stand his guard and get in our way with his own personal battalion of units that probably ended somebody's Iron Man playthrough. Oh no, not mine, you ridiculous bitch. Let's just call him Brave because that's the one person I make fun of all the time simply for being fat. Can you call him something else, you unoriginal bitch? While this is going on, the other guards are too stupid to see a band of rejects just casually walk up the stairs. These are the Magi and are magically atrocious. Well, most of them anyway. Our boy Seti, and no, I'm not calling him fucking Sed because that's just stupid. God, you motherfuckers can't translate Japanese. He's back from genealogy to Holy War and he's looking better than ever. Imagine if he actually joined us. We'll be waiting a while on that one, won't we? They're here to rescue everyone captured by the Empire. Maybe. Seti's kinda just here to tell these idiots what to do, then just run off to who knows where. But it's okay. If we do shit right, then maybe we'll see him again. Just keep that in mind for a bit. You know, if you're smart enough to even understand how to get it. After that, we're introduced to Laurel Reef and Machamp over there. Why do I call them that? Cause they're fucking trash. That's why. Don't worry, when you play this game as much as I have, you get used to that pretty fucking quickly. My dumbass skipped it accidentally because I'm using a rig controller, but they have a conversation that basically just tells it that Laurel is a thief! Did you know that? And she unlocks doors and chests, along with stealing other people's shit, but she can't steal everything yet because she's a tiny ass rag with probably the worst stats in the game. Dude, the green units probably have better stats than her, and if that's just really a thing, that's kinda fucking sad. Game design, which is almost everything in this game. Now that we've begun the map, we got quite a bit of new rejects in the orphanage today. Let's tell them how fucking useless they are. Meet Darkness. Darkness is probably up there with my long list of useless fucking Thracians. Some people say he's good simply for the fact that he has wrath, but that overpowered skill doesn't justify getting basically blank levels 24/7, missing, and almost rarely ever doubling. Really? Now sure, you could probably make him good, and it's definitely possible with the scrolls that you totally understand what they are and what they do. Possibly if you're really good, but that ain't me, bro. And possibly only with the scrolls, but for now, he's kinda just crit city on enemy phase. Though he does have a lot of constitution, so if you needed someone to capture something, he's good for that. If you can. But honestly, he's just kinda there. And on the list of Axe Knights, he's sadly one of the better ones of the two, because the other guy you get, and like, I don't know, 2 chapters from now, he's just mediocre as well. We're just gonna have him around for ship damage. We're just gonna suck a little bit of ass if you love Axe Knights. Because they all suck A-double-S in this game. Meet Machamp. Despite the stupid ass name I gave her, she's definitely not a champ. She's basically a worse path of Radiance Mia where she follows in the footsteps of later Myrmidon-like units by not getting strength. And just a bunch of skill and speed. And that's kind of about it. I don't know why Intelligence Systems was doing this. She gets a decent amount of HP, but that's really all there is to her. She's kind of just like Chip City for a lot of the game if you like don't get her strength up. Though she does have advantage, so if you manage to get her strength up, then she might save herself from a sad story, so that's something. But you know, the really crazy thing about this little girl is that like Navarre before her in Dark Dragon and Mystery of the Emblem, she promotes her to a hero of all things instead of a sword master, so that's kind of a surprise. Well, gotta differentiate herself from Arita somehow.
Meet Laurel Reef! No!
Lola's probably one of the worst fucking units in the game. Well, at least until you promote her to a dancer later on, but even there, she kinda is still dog shit. If you even know how to get the guiding chapter required to do that funny shit. But, we'll get to that in a bit. Besides her speed, her stats are fucking abysmal. She has no strength and defense along with a measly HP of 14. That's less than my wife. My wife has 15, dude! Since she has no battle capabilities, her only real use for now, like Windsweep streaming in prison over there, is to basically unlock doors and chests and still vulnerate when the onslaught of soldiers coming in. But unlike Windsweep, she's a tiny fucking baby with a constitution of 3. 3? She weighs less than Melina, what the fuck? That means for the time being, she'll only be able to steal vulneraries and probably slim swords if you're even lucky enough to do that funny shit. You're probably not even going to be able to do that. A bit down the line, if you could keep a boss alive by capturing them like in Chapter 3X, you can do a somewhat stupid fucking guide chapter where there's this dumb little girl. She has a thief staff and she takes your items away. So you're kind of defenseless if you didn't stack up a bunch of items on you, and you could possibly get captured. And I have to start the map over. We'll get to that funny shit in a bit. She can talk to the boss and promote into a dancer, so she can then become a little bit more useful than she is now. She can dance. And that's like about it. By the way, is there like even a female thief fighter class in this game like in FE4? I have no idea. She'll still be able to steal, but here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't bother investing any time leveling this dumb bitch up. If and when you get this guy in chapter, after her promotion, she'll lose the majority of her stats she's gained for being a thief, making any time you spend giving her levels meaningless. You know, if you even get anything to begin with from leveling this dumb bitch up. Just make sure after her promotion to give her some skulls, preferably HP, because she's gonna be getting one-shotted by everything. Get used to that right now, like really, just get used to that. Like, nobody can take hits in this damn game. We haven't been introduced to these guys yet, but I don't give an actual fuck. Meet Fergus. Apparently this dude's the illegitimate son of Beowulf? The fuck? Fergus is honestly one of the more balanced and alright units of this game. He's probably the only one here so far that'll get something worthwhile in the level department. Probably. I kinda had him get fucked up for before, but this is Thracia, so that's just kinda often. He gets a decent amount of most of his stats and will probably be the first guy you end up promoting out of everyone else so far. Assuming you don't really promote Asbel. Who the fuck is Asbel? Honestly, he ain't half bad. He has a C-rank in sword, so if you have him attack a lot in this chapter, he'll be able to use the fire sword we took from Not Bridget earlier, so that's pretty cash money. Trust me, it'll make our lives easier. Meet Marin Karen. This is what it feels like using this damn girl. Despite what a fucking bone and a bile would love to tell you, this girl will follow in the footsteps of later GBA Pegasus Knights and not give a fuck about getting strength. While her other stats are pretty damn good, 3 skill is kind of just fucking funny for a Pegasus Knight even for this point in the game, she's kind of just there to dodge and live in Chip City. However, if you're really fucking lucky, which that's a go for a lot of units in this damn game, if this girl does get a decent amount of strength, she'll actually end up being pretty fucking useful. I know, it kind of looks like a stark contrast from every little thing I said before. And having a useful fire in this game helps a lot. Trust me. Also, I can't confirm this, but this game might not be beatable without fire, so keep some alive. You'll need it. Now, thankfully, she's not the only fire in this game. You get other better ones, but they're not either until after Tara are locked behind a bullshit route that we're not going to in this run. Wow. Just give her a skull that increases her strength and pray to fucking God that she gets strength. She has like a 35% chance to get it, right? And I gave her a skull that like that should boost it to 45. How the fuck do you not get strength? What the fuck? Now that we're finished evaluating our rejects, now on to what the tryhards consider to be the hardest part of this stupid ass game. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Right, chapter 4. Despite what my younger self would love to convince you, and to be honest, I would still love to convince your ass this chapter isn't as unbearable as you think. It's just fucking unbearable. Like, it's not even hard. It's just fucking slow and kind of tedious. Everyone's in prison and you spend time walking around and locking doors and getting them out while avoiding what feels like infinite reinforcement soldiers. It's an interesting concept, but we know our daddy. Like from Fire Emblem Gaiden, he has great concepts with the worst possible execution. Speaking of getting people out, there's a guy in chapter with a shitty beginning that we really want to get. So we have to make sure that all the green units exit out the left and right staircases to get it. Why? So we can get the only mage that can break this game in half for the longest time until we get the Tara. Because that shit's funny. But we'll get to that next chapter. I start by sending Darkness and Machamp towards the soldiers while making sure to keep Reef out of the fucking way. But before we can see what the fuck happens, our little trick streamer is still up to some mischievous shit in jail. What's he gonna try to do? Wait until his buddies come to get him out of jail. Why the fuck do I keep hitting the microphone? He does realize that I killed them all, right? Remember that stupid shit he said last part about turning us in? But it's okay. For once, both of us stick alike. I'm using the green units as fucking bait. Well, the brigands, that is, I actually need to, like, you know, keep my civilians alive so I can access this shitty fucking guidance chapter. After an enemy phase of darkness being chipped city and Machamp vanishing the shit of that soldier, let's see how our son is doing in prison. Welcome to Fergus. He put out his online move and beat the shit out of a hobo assaulting a Pegasus Knight. I think. You know what Thracian law means? Get the fuck in jail, bitch. And now Merit is here with him because a weak-ass Pegasus Knight totally had the power to kill someone, right? If she did, that'd be fucking crazy, man. Instead of actually doing something like anybody can do anything in a fucking prison cell, Fergus takes his sweet time trolling Marin like she trolls me with getting strict. It's fucking deserved, damn it. After being trolled, we meet Marin. Again. She's a Celestian. What the fuck is that? Oh, don't worry, we're not going there in this damn game, but it's fucking far away. Why is a useless Celestian girl here? Because that boy said he said fuck everybody and left like the wind left find his father that did the exact same thing. Somewhat. We gotta find him and ask what's up, right? Maybe we'll see him again in just a bit. Tune in after spending 1,000 years in this boring ass chapter. I really just love the probably unintentional dancing through the skies reference to genealogy to Holy War, but what I really love is how Marin thinks to show him out to anything good. Also, what the fuck is up with Fire Emblem games and having flyers name their Pegasi and constantly gush about them? Remember when Cherche named her wife Minerva? Remember that's what when Robin pet it? Holy shit, I should probably play Awakening again. After killing a soldier, because that's all anyone in this dogshit army could ever amount to without holding a piece of legislator, we're introduced to the 3 green units who were just so threatening to Badass's regime that we just had to throw them in jail. One of them is a fucking grandma, because that shit's funny. Even retirement can't save you from being thrown in jail, bitch. True story, don't try it at home. These green units are here to just complain about the exact same thing I've been complaining about this entire game. Why does it exist? Why the fuck does it exist? They ask the age-old question of whether the Magi are even capable of taking the Empire down, and I must say, in the words of paid actor green unit number 3, I don't know, maybe? I mean, of course they have to have a chance. Maybe I believe in them too if they understand this thing called not missing or getting a good level up. Damn. I like just how much these guys worship Zeddy because it's almost like he's the only one that can do a damn thing. Because when you're born in alternate timeline Thracian, you automatically suck ass. You know, unless you're Sarah or something. Who the fuck is Sarah? The most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your entire damn life. So back to the bullshit that is this boring ass map. I have a chip kill the remaining soldiers and... Oh my god, she got strength. That's so fucking rare, dude. Maybe this is good luck or something. She got strength quicker than Papa Radiance Mia did, so that has to mean something, right? She's not gonna get any more strength. Fuck. I also haven't mentioned it earlier, but since Laurel is so fucking useless, I just have her steal every soldier's vulnerary when I'm able to do so. We don't get a healer anytime soon, so we need as many vulneraries as we can get, because that makes the game's difficulty harder, you know? With how stupid this game's RNG can get ready to chug a lot. We open the bottom right door and mug a lockpick, a bottle scroll, and 2 vulneraries. I also did mention that Machamp had a chest key, and they surprisingly have a lot of uses in this game compared to the usual 5 I see in the GBA games. 5. Don't those things only have like 3 uses in the GBA game? Now, another thing I should also point out in this chapter. So, remember the last part where I mentioned sorting out equipment on certain party members that you were somehow supposed to know to do? Well, this map is the reason why. If you didn't have very many swords or vulneraries, you could possibly be fucked. Each chest is very randomized depending on who you give your weapons to, so sometimes when I really play this shit game, I get fucked in the ass in that department because I can't get a fucking sword until the end of the damn map. So I have to get pretty fucking creative with how to protect my future party members while also preventing them from getting kidnapped. Because they don't have any weapons to fight with. Game design! The fuck? After getting the bottom right chest, we open our little baby Twitch streamer's cell to find him overthinking the world's longest battle preparations and his dumb fuck green units, who can't seem to understand the art of how a fucking door open all its own. Because after all, when you lie to the skin of your teeth, anything good can happen to you. Fire in a hole, you are certainly none of the fucking time. I just wish it made this game more fun. Now that we've unlocked the door, Windsweep is here to do what that rag over there does, but better. Defend himself? Ain't no fucking way. Since we get him back defenseless, I had Machamp give him a sword and a lockpick so he could assist in opening doors and chests easier, because as soon as we can get our allies out and get actual fucking weapons to defend ourselves with, the more bearable this boring ass map becomes. With Windsweep also comes cover for green units. If you think they're here to actually help you with this map, Think again. Because these green units are fucking cowards. All they effectively do are attack a few soldiers and immediately head for the exit. You know, if they don't manage to kill anything from their awful hit chances, there's also a chance that one of them will partake in a useless act of kidnapping, only for them to chuck a vulnerary and probably die from 776 lost brain cells or dumbass decisions. Just think of the best emoji rated almost party. You play Gaiden? Echoes? I don't know why I almost said engage. Hit or miss, because that's all they fucking amount to. True statement. I agree. 100% cosign, because that's some real shit I just said. Before we open the door on the bottom, we're greeted to the first of many reinforcements that are practically responsible for why this map is such a fucking drag. Welcome to soldiers, and get ready to see a million of them throughout this game because Thracia has a fetish for them. The soldiers and armor knights, I don't understand why the fuck they have a fetish for them, but they just have one. It doesn't make any sense. Who feels like a million turds?
Over here.
Why is my nose stopped up? These reinforcements will continuously spawn from the left, right, and bottom staircases. Sometimes two at a time, to pad out the map and make player progression even longer. Now, of course, they obviously stop spawning after what feels like 20 turns, but damn does it make this map feel significantly longer. Now, sure, it's probably there as a warning to get the player to hurry and get their funny ass equipped and out to safety, but oh my fucking god did they go overboard with them. Right when you get your bearings, this game makes sure you have some random ass soldier to deal with. It just feels like it never fucking ends. And I remember hearing that the ones on the bottom keep spawning for 90 fucking turns. Really, Kaga? 90 turns? That's about as many turns as I spend being fucking bored waiting for Ballista later in this dogshit game. It's too fucking much. Now, despite my time to shine in the complaining department, these soldiers are theoretically easy to take out, and as long as you continue to take them out while they're next to you, you'll never get overrun or anything. You know, if the goddamn RNG wasn't such a bitch to deal with and I could dodge a fucking SWAT. What a fucking engage. What the fuck does engage have to do with this? I have no idea. God was giving Marin experience such a fucking trial. We open the door and find our son wondering who the fuck actually managed to randomly open the door. But it's okay, we follow them anyway despite having no idea who these fuckheads even are. After all, we're in their debt. Let's just hope they live to the end of this garbage game, or I don't want to put this shit down because how badly designed it is. You don't want to put this shit down? What the fuck was I right? What? I don't want to play this shit. Because god do I want to. Apparently these two were so moved by Kaga's best-selling book series, Shadows of Chore, that they both decided to join us. You know, with Fergus helping us make this bullshit easier and Marin thinking this show amounts to anything good. Trust me, you got the blade to back up those words, alas. It's okay, I'll let the Ballista kill her. I'll let her useless ass stink. That she'll be able to slap fat ass one day. But that's all it'll be, just a slap. Because she'll be dead on the ground regardless of whether I give her a piece of legislator or not. Trust me, she ain't gonna be Bone Shan anytime soon. Zephyr was just a fucking pushover to let that funny shit happen to him. So, we're given a hint to escape to the top stairway, but there's just one little problem that we need to be worried about before we do. Our son questions the very idea of escaping before everyone else. Well, here's the thing that this conversation hints at. Obviously, if you couldn't pick up on this shit, it's pretty fucking crazy. In Thracia, compared to other Fire Emblem games like Path of Radiance where the main character can just escape without everyone else and nothing bad happens outside of losing out on bonus experience, well, this game actually punishes you for that funny shit. Like, your units will actually die if you just decide to have Leaf escape before everyone else does. You have to have everyone, and I mean everyone, in your party escape before you do. Otherwise, they just magically fucking die and we forget that they ever even bothered existing. Think of them as getting a heart attack for leaving them behind. Because it sure feels like it. Just thought I should waste my time mentioning. Come on now, you know I want to pad up this fucking video. After a lengthy conversation, Fergus and Marin decide to join us on this sad story we're embarking today. Since I can't hit a fucking 90 to save my life and get teased when I do, I block both sides off with Fergus holding an iron sword. Since the game is being a bitch with the reinforcements, I decided to use this time to level up Fergus's weapon rank as I mentioned earlier during reject evaluation. Because I'm gonna need to burn through that fire sword the next few chapters. While the green units are being fucking dumbasses, I open the bottom left door to find two iron swords, a light brand and a steel sword. The light brand I gave to Leaf and the other swords I just gave to anyone defenseless. Now that everyone is properly gripped to at least defend themselves, we head on to the other part of the map that is a fucking slog. Not that it's long or anything, baka. I just wanted an excuse to complain about my least favorite Fire Emblem game. Second least favorite. My least favorite is Gaiden, but I still want to convince you that this is my least favorite game. Honestly, getting these green units out to safety isn't all too bad. It's the continued spawn of reinforced soldiers that pat the fuck out of it. Just unlock the door and pray to God that the reinforcer doesn't come out the staircase right when someone is about to leave and you're golden. But like a Dark Dragon and Mystery Demon before it, you can just leave somebody on the spot near the staircase to prevent any ambush monster coming out and capturing them. Alright, capturing. I forgot about that. So I don't think I really bothered to explain why giving everyone weapons matters a lot in this boring ass chapter. So, capturing, you know about that, right? So long as you have the constitution to do it, you can capture almost anything in this game. You know how in chapter 3X when we captured our little baby Twitch streamer without ease? Well, he didn't have a weapon. If units don't have weapons, then they're possibly prone to getting captured. You know, unless they're on like a Cavalier or like a Pegasus or some shit. Remember when I said that sometimes I get fucked up because I can't get a damn sword early and how I had to get creative with how to protect my party members and soldiers? Well, this is the reason why. While you're able to capture the enemy can also capture your ass. So if you're running around dancing when you want to and leaving your friends behind, bring a fucking weapon or your bitch ass getting kidnapped tonight. You know that funny shit I said earlier about Machamp not getting strict? It's looking like it's coming true. But at least Fergus is still looking good. It's kinda sad how it feels like he's the only one who knows how to get a good fucking level up. After fending off way too many fucking reinforcements and slowly obtaining the rest of our weapons, one of them being a useless fucking javelin that we can't use yet. Thanks, Kaga. Thanks, Daddy. We safely get our citizens out to safety and head for the final part of this boring ass map. The complicated part that's made much easier if you have a fire sword and light brand with you. This is probably what you're going to pretty much eat their uses up on. You know, if the next map doesn't do that shit. I know I did it on stream, it was pretty fucking stupid. You know, if you don't end up getting fucked by the goddamn RNG that is. After another goddamn reinforced fodder spawns on the bottom of the map, I immediately prepare for the final onslaught of enemies before finally exiting this boring ass map. The moment you open the door, a creepy ass sound effect plays and you're ambushed with the final battalion of armor knights and mages already ambushed you. This part used to fuck me up all the time because I would lose some idiot to an upcoming unit and get critted by a fucking battle axe. Now, since I know a bit more about this fucking game than I do with any other Fire Emblem game, which I still cannot believe to this day, and it's kinda sad, I had our little Twitch streamer open the door and immediately rescued him so that everyone is out of the enemy's range. I needed a head start in placement, and to recruit a unit that I never fucking used after my first playthrough. Wow. After placing Leaf and Fergus next to each other, we talked to our next degenerate of a unit. Brave. Welcome to Brave, there's not much to say about him. Who'd have thought? He volunteered to watch over all the grannies in prison in exchange for his brother not getting kidnapped. But since that funny shit clearly didn't happen, he decides to join us on our sad little crusade against the Man-Hamster Empire, and becomes the next valued member on my long list of Thracias who can't do shit. Let's meet the reject.
If they
Meet
don't
the
say
Brave,
no,
prepared
even
to
after
die.
you
Brave is just a Doga Drog of Thracia. Doga? Drog? We don't know what his name is because we can't translate Japanese. He gets what every other Armor Knight in early Fire will end up getting. You know, HP, strength, defense. That's about it. After moving our new pile of bricks to the back because that's all he ever amounted to, I pray for an easy enemy phase to have Fergus attack the one dread of an Armor Knight holding what's basically the closest thing I remember to being a discount killer axe. Even though there's a killer axe in this game, so what the fuck? Let's see what exciting conclusion happens. Whoever programmed this game's RNG needs to get slapped in the fucking face. After an onslaught of an enemy phase that resulted in me getting hit by every fucking 17 on the planet, Mira proves my point that she's trash by getting the same fucking level up that she always gets. No strength. Great unit, huh? Since I couldn't finish them all due to how heavy the light brand was, I have Brave amount to the only real use he'll ever have in this entire dogshit game and finish a slog of a map. God damn, what's that a slow ass map? After running the fuck away to freedom. Oh shit! From Genealogy of the Holy War? I have no idea. That dumb bitch who brainwashed Deirdre and kidnapped Julia from the last game in a long arcane plot to resurrect. Yes, resurrect the Lotso Empire? Well, he's back in this game to sit back and complain just like me and not do shit for the rest of the game. Like, literally. He is just here as a cameo to complain about Birdo fucking up. Then we never see him again until the final chapter, where we also see him complain about how much Birdo has fucked up. Apparently, Manfred is here to check up on how well everyone's doing and fucking up the world, and it's looking like everything is going just peachy. You know, until our dogshit little army fucks that plan up. There's some minor resistance, if you can even call it that, based on our ragtag team of degenerates, going on in places like Tara, but that shit don't matter because harvesting children will most definitely prevent anyone from getting against the Man-Hamster Empire. They've apparently done so well that they surrounded the entire city, but are too fucking stupid to attack because some generals we don't care about are too lazy to point their fingers in a direction that involves killing innocent people. And that right there is when... Is that... Istral? That Camus archetype of a girl from the last game who completely disagrees with anything the Empire is doing but still decides to join in on the party because why the fuck not? Yeah, Istrol! That dumb bitch. Not her brother. The sister. The dumb bitch. Yes, Istrol. Sister opposed to people kidnapping their kids and sacrificing them in a fucked up ritual like any normal person would. No one wants to act. And this dumb bitch for once actually says some meaningful shit for once that doesn't make her look like a dumbass. Abducting children too young to lift a sword? Separating them from their families? It's simply unconscionable. Yeah, well, who cares because you're not going to do anything about it since you're too busy gawking at your abusive husband
Oh my god, is that Julius?
The antagonist of the second generation of the last game who killed his mother and attempted to kill his sister, while also attempting to revive the Locto Empire? Right. But since Istro is so fucking stupid to believe anything he says, Julius makes up some utopia world that would probably even make the likes of Edelgard laugh. In this so-called future, children are supposed to endure rigorous training so that they'll become worthy of the Empire, earning them high-class positions that give them a chance to govern other people regardless of whether they're aware or not. Who knows? Maybe they'll be happy killing each other in the arena for a chance to be a noble after missing 1,090s. Maybe I'll be okay if I could just put the fucking game down. But it's okay. They can spend the rest of this game staring at a field of flowers while I burn in the eternal flame trying to get through this garbage. And man, am I not looking forward to it.